Oh, music lovers, we are back. It's Tuesday night.
We are back.
Finally. Indeed. How are you, Christian?
I'm fine. I'm in Stockholm at the moment, and the weather is getting a little bit more autumn-like. I'm practicing like hell. I'm really looking forward to Roland and my concert in Gothenburg, and also the week with the Swedish Chamber Orchestra, where we are both recording and playing concerts, 3 Schubert overtures, and also my 3 brass concertos for trumpet, for trombone, and the one for trombone and trumpet together with Patrick Lawrence. And so that's, I'm looking very much forward.
Otherwise, Patrick is coming up, not really soon, but in 4 or 5 weeks, right?
Yeah. So we do that then. So otherwise, it's been great. I'm looking forward. Also tomorrow morning, I'm at work again with an orchestra, which feels really, really good, with the Swedish Wind Ensemble.
That's your old orchestra. Used to be the head of, right?
Yes, I was music director for them for 8 years, between 2004 and 2011, so 7 years. So that was a great time. So I'm going back there. But tonight, of course, we're celebrating something else. We are introducing one of our first orchestras and one of our first recordings. It's of Robert Schumann's fantastic Rhenish Symphony.
Yeah, it's really something. And the fact that we have signed this fantastic orchestra, which is actually quite new. They only existed for like 3 years. How often do you see that happen in the music world? A new symphony orchestra.
Yeah, it's amazing. We did. When we did this live, it's a live performance. So it has some rough times, but a lot of Geist, youthly power. So I'm really let's listen to the opening. Just play a little bit of the opening.
Really should, because we went down there, you and me, and they did my piece. What's it called? Un Diablo Dormido. And I was looking at the orchestra. They played fantastic, but they were so young. All of the musicians. All of them were younger than me. It was crazy. Let's listen here. If you hear something.
I think it's so much fire in that orchestra, and
it's such a great recording. I mean, it really captures the spirit of Schumann's, symphonic nerve.
Yeah, and it was, of course, he wrote it when he was in a positive mood. for once.
For once. Yeah, it's
a
really
little
neat.
bit more sadness has been in his life. I mean, we're going to talk about that. And we actually have as a guest here, we have the artistic administrator.
Yeah, the coordinator.
The actual music director, Josep Vicent, is just preparing because the orchestra is going to play the Tchaikovsky Fifth tomorrow in a very big festival. So he's of course a great friend and fantastic. So let's bring him on while we play from the second movement.
Yes, let's bring the artistic coordinator, Jaume, on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Jaume!
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here.
So you're preparing for tomorrow?
Yes, we are preparing this week. Actually, it's on the weekend. On Saturday, we perform in Mallorca's island in a very nice festival. Really, big guys, big names have been there, and the 60th anniversary. So we are really looking forward.
It's an enormous, fantastic. Why is it coming now?
Let's see.
Can you do something about this? Yeah, great. So yeah, I was there a couple of times actually. It's one of the greatest festivals in the world actually.
Yeah.
There with the Finnish Radio Orchestra and also with I think 3 or 4 times. I did Araben, the world premiere of that in that festival.
Wow.
So that was really fun. But tell me, so the orchestra is, I mean, so young, and you tell us a little bit about the development since we did this recording, which was one of the first concerts of the orchestra.
Yeah, it's true. It was barely 1 year old when you came with us to do this project, and also Per's new premiere of Un Diablo Dormido, no? And no, it was great, and I was listening to the introduction. Yeah, you can see this fire, as you say, but also this bite. I mean, everything is there. People are really willing to give 100%. Yeah. Of course, it's amazing. And in this city, this combination with José Vicent, the chief conductor, our chief conductor, who basically nowadays, it's not easy to find orchestra and conductor a really strong connection, but that you really work many weeks a year, not just, okay, I'm chief conductor, I'll go 5 to 8 weeks maybe, and that's it. But no, with Giuseppe, in this beginning of this orchestra, this is really, we are finding a sound together, and yeah.
I mean, I've heard the some of your recordings since I was there, and it's every time I hear something new, it's better and better and better and better, refined and really amazing. So
that's true. Of course, and you know how it is. The more you know your colleagues, the better you interact, the better you react to each other's musical on stage, playing, listening. But as soon as the public comes in, suddenly clarity appears, and it's really amazing. Yeah.
Because you played a lot in Kosekaba, because you were the solo trombone there for a couple of years with the Radio Philharmonie.
Yeah,
the great orchestra, and but you decided to leave that for this being an artistic coordinator. A lot of trombonists go other ways too, but you're enjoying it a lot.
I do. It's exciting. It's hard work, of course, because we're building something from zero. You have to be in touch with the politicians so that they are actually really supportive. Because, as you said, we are really active. We are creating new things. We are, even during COVID times, we didn't stop for a minute. Directly we were thinking, what can we do? So we continue our activity, because when COVID came, we were only barely a year old, and wow, new orchestra, and this pandemic comes, maybe could be a problem. But we managed to continue.
Yeah. And you have to tell the person who makes the artwork that he's fantastic. It's really great. The videos and all the other things.
Yeah, the cameras, no, the camera work, and it's true. That's a lot. Joseph Vicente as well has really amazing ideas and knows great artists. Yeah.
And Schumann, the poor guy.
Yeah, Schumann.
So he really, my God. But this was his happiest time, wasn't it? Like when he just came to Cologne, and you could hear that opening. He's almost like euphoric because he had this enormous bipolarity, getting excited and completely sort of occupied by music and everything, and then he throw himself into the Rhine too. So, well, what is going on here now?
Hi guys.
It's you again.
Mr. Schumann.
I'm just admiring the show, but I think it's a waste to do it on Robert Schumann when we have this Fritz Schumann, his not so famous brother that actually won a gold in the Olympics in 1936 in Berlin. So that should be appreciated, not this lunatic from, well, he was at least in Düsseldorf. So I don't know why you're doing this, but
in what sport did you win?
He won in counterpoint.
Counterpoint is
which was an Olympic sport event at the time. So, but he was beyond everyone. He won the gold medal as easy as nothing.
But we are talking, actually, you are disturbing us. We are talking about Robert Schumann now, and it's right.
Yes, but I'm talking about Fritz.
We don't want Fritz in this program.
Composer Robert Schumann, compared to his wife Clara and his brother Schubert. So
Schubert was not his brother.
I think you mixed up something.
I think that you're good at what you're doing, but what you're doing, it's not worth doing.
Who are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about you. Of course, doing Schumann.
Mr. Schumann, I think we have to let you go. I'm sorry. You have to find your luck somewhere else.
I tried to be polite this time, and I think I had a valuable point here, but
you look a bit depressed, actually, from comparing to last week.
No, I'm not depressed. I'm a bit pleased that Jaume is here, because I'm so happy for the Corona situation in Spain that it's sort of getting better all the time, and it's good to see you. But the rest of you can,
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Schumann.
Thank you. Mr. Schumann, it's Clara or Fritz. Forget that.
Thank you, Fritz.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. He's out. Okay. Sorry. Where were we?
We were at the third movement. Let's play a little bit from the third movement.
Yes, please.
Yeah, what is really interesting is it's what I find with this piece is that he was so naive in a way. It was always had this. It's like he had no skin on himself. Like he was so sensitive, and he was talking with Clara and said, "Do you think we can make something, a little folk music, to make also the people who doesn't listen to music to hear it?" And he was like this, and he actually then also with the fourth movement, where he went to Cologne and saw this beautiful church. So yeah, so where have you played this many times, Jaume?
With this symphony,
not
that many, no.
Not that many, no.
And
Well,
actually,
this is one of the most difficult places for trombone, of course.
Yeah, it is.
And we're going to listen to this opening a little bit, I think. Let's hear the fourth movement. Yeah. Such a gorgeous piece of music, isn't it?
But it always makes me wonder how would it have been in the premiere or the few first performances of this piece, maybe with himself there.
Yeah.
Trombone players, maybe the trombones are not what they are now. Because I don't know. It always makes you wonder.
Yeah, and they said that he was a terrible conductor.
Oh, really?
And it was so sad because he was
Sorry for interrupting again. I forgot to show you a clip from Fritz. If I can share screen, I can't share screen now. Per, can you help me share the screen? I have a clip from Fritz.
It's because you have your sunglasses on. You may share the screen, but I can't let you. You just show it yourself. You're allowed to do it because we trust you these days.
Well, I can't. Okay, I'll do it next time. I have this video clip from Fritz Schumann from. It's one of the first.
We don't want that out. Last time you destroyed two times ago. You destroyed the whole show. We were in a very, very important and serious moment here.
No, you were not.
Yeah. Go out. Okay. So, Jaume, yes, he was actually thrown out from the orchestra. He was made music director for the Düsseldorf Orchestra, and they threw him out because they said that he was a terrible conductor. But at this particular place, the premiere, they actually cheered him like hell. They loved him. They cheered at the end. Bravo, bravo, bravo. So it was a success, but the press was not so good, I think.
So in his life, before he had troubles later on personally, was he appreciated as a musician, as a composer in his time? Did he feel recognized, you think?
I don't think so. I don't think he felt recognized. I think I think he also felt a little bit like Tchaikovsky, that he felt that he failed with a lot of things. And also, I mean, even Brahms and Clara, they thought that some of his later stuff was so crazy, so that the rumor says that they burnt some of his latest pieces. For sure, they burnt the cello sonata. But for me personally, I think he's the greatest romantic composer. He's misunderstood. And,
the use of the trombones that he did was really excellent. I wonder, that's it. We don't have romantic repertoire, no, as a solo trombone. I wonder what was happening in those times, because in the orchestra they were writing really interesting things with the sound, with the concept, but they wouldn't consider the trombone as a superior instrument or something.
No.
Welcome, Frederick.
Oh,
Frederick.
Thank you very much. I heard you had an interesting show so far. It was very good to listen at your very serious conversations about Schumann, and so Keep it up.
Yeah.
And his brother Schubert.
Robert Schubert.
Yeah, but Frederick, you have a special relationship to Schumann too. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts and your ideas.
Well, when I went to Düsseldorf with my violin concerto a couple of years ago, I was so influenced by Schumann because his legacy is all over that town, and also in Leipzig, but especially in Düsseldorf, I think, because in Düsseldorf is where he went really ill and really sort of crazy, and but that legacy still are there in a way that they play Schumann a lot, and they reflect on his legacy a lot, and so it's interesting to be there to see that his influence is still affecting the orchestras and the chamber music, and so he was a really great and influential composer, of course.
You know what I one of my favorite concerts all time that I went to was with Sviatoslav Richter. Roland Pentinen, my pianist, he was turning the pages actually, and he played. Richter played only unknown Schumann pieces, the whole program, and it was pieces from when he was a little crazy, and the music is unbelievable. I was in tears after after 1 minute. I was in tears. It was amazing. He had this, I think what he had, and you can hear this also. We should play the last movement now, and you can hear the fire that we heard from the first movement. Also you hear here, it's like people who get so depressed, they can also get this euphoria, and you hear it in the beginning. Just play a little bit from that.
Yeah, here it is.
Movement.
Jaume, I must say, I mean, not even a year of existence, and the orchestra sounds fantastic. I really must say.
I really like the way you attenuate the accents here.
I mean,
they're really not like just in behind, that you really bring them forward, and that makes the music swing really. It's
a live recording. It's a live recording where everyone goes for it. Yes. Everyone goes for it. So it's like really fun.
It's like it's brilliant. I always think when it comes to sort of classical music and early romantic music, that the accents are always too weak. They should be louder.
Yeah.
You know, even Vivaldi knew that.
But these accents are actually, they go to 11.
They go to 11. It's one louder, isn't it? It's one louder.
But Jaume, I remember asking Christian the first day of rehearsal when we went to Alicante in 2019 in December. I was like a bit confused, you know, and is this youth orchestra? And Christian, no, you're crazy, because they're so young players, you know. I mean,
yeah, no, of course. I mean, when you do auditions nowadays for a whole new orchestra, well, the young people that are busy with studies or busy with really active, the only thing they have to do is that. well, they have chances to get the positions, of course, but also I think Maestro José Vicente had also an idea of the profile of musician that he was looking for. Maybe the age average is indeed lower than most, but there are some experienced players as well. And but for sure, there was an idea already in the auditions, what they were looking for, no? But it's true, you play this movement, and yeah, it's true. It sounds really, really good.
It sounds ridiculously good. Yeah.
But Maestro Lindberg also worked really hard. I remember that week.
We worked very, very, very hard. It was
Maestro who?
Yeah, it was.
But what was I going to say? No, I forgot. Anyway.
No, it's okay, but it's true. The long lines in one of the movements that you play really long and very clearly outcoming.
Yeah, and I tell you also one thing. When you do Brahms, it's much easier to do technically for the orchestra, because it's so calculated. Everything is so calculated. It's like within a frame. He sort of did everything perfect, whereas Schumann is always out of the box. So you have these awkward places, but these things also, once you get it right, it gives even more power. I remember particularly difficult was to do, I think the fourth movement is very, very difficult. I think it's very often done a little bit too slow and without a rhythmical pulse. You've got to have that pop, 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 the pizzicato triplets, that you really get that. Otherwise, very many times it's like flows out, and then the triplets in the pizzicato is not together. So I think I remember we worked very, very, very hard on that.
It's a little bit like with Tchaikovsky, that there are big lines, beautiful melody, but under there is always rhythm that you cannot move. I mean, it's really.
Yeah, you do that tomorrow, of course. And you are playing in the orchestra, I heard.
Yes. When
you're even playing tomorrow.
When the maestro wants, then I play, of course.
Yeah, fantastic.
Will you play keyboard? Or is
electric bass?
Yeah.
Oh, great experience to
so
play.
Let's see, is it out or is it not out?
Ladies and gentlemen, music lovers around the globe, I've just posted the link 6 minutes ago because the album has dropped on 200 digital platforms around the globe.
Whoa.
Bravo! The ADDA Simfònica Schumann Lindberg is out.
And we are streaming like rivers. Now we're very close to 10 million streams, you know.
Yeah, and we already have some comments on the release. Lance is writing awesome.
Whoa.
So people has already been listening to it. And Mesulat writes greetings to you all. Awesome recording. So people knows about it already.
You know, that's when Clara Schumann divorced Robert Schumann, she married Charles Lindberg, so she's Clara Schumann Lindberg. You know that?
Yeah, I knew that one actually. Yeah, I was at their wedding.
Yes, of course.
So we have to round up here. It's time is out. Thank you so much, Jaume, for coming on, and thank you for having such a fantastic orchestra.
Yes.
Let's play the ending now, and with the beautiful applause and everything. Do you have it? The last.
Do you have it, Maestro? Do you have it? Album is out. Please stream along. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, the European Gramophone, and music lovers, stream along. ADDA Simfònica, Christian Lindberg, and Robert Schumann is out tonight. Thank you, Jaume. Thank you, Frederick. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Robert Schumann. Take care, music lovers. See you next week. Bye-bye.